Whoa now. Welcome back to the Black Elf on the board, but the Kush. On this video, I want to kind of set the groundwork for a video that's coming down the line, right? Coming this week later on. I did a breakdown of this chick that calls herself the Queen Maker. Her name is PRINCELLA. She calls herself the Queen Maker. Some people refer to her as the female Kevin Samuels and all this stuff. I did a breakdown of her based on an intro video she did on, I think, the Real Life podcast or something like that. A bunch of brothers on the podcast, they had her on there, let her talk, let her do her thing and everything like that, right? And I did a breakdown of that, but before I did that, I wanted to really say something about how she came to be. You know, what created the circumstances for a woman like that to be online doing what she do and be successful at it? Because truth be told, you know, the red pill men are they catching hell with this chick, and rightfully so. They can't mess with her. But the problem is her arguments are being seen as though they apply to a broader demographic of black men, and they don't. They apply only to the red pill / manosphere black man. They don't apply to the alpha black male. As I said before, the alpha black male is in the middle. Pookie and Riri don't represent us, and the so-called red pill manosphere man don't represent us. The pro-black Negro like Dr. Umar Johnson don't represent us. You know, we are stuck in the middle. But we are tied by association or something, or affiliation to everybody, to all these other black men that we don't deal with. See, that's us in the middle. See, the dudes on the far right, let's say like the pro-blacks and the red pill and everybody, right? They're not tied by anybody to Pookie and Riri, but we are. And at the same time, we're also tied to the dudes on the far right. So we are stuck in the middle, being misrepresented by both sides, by savages on one side. They're not alphas, they're savages on one side. And they're a bunch of coons and sellouts on the other side. And we are sitting here in the middle, being represented by both of these extreme wings of black males, and we have no proper representation online. That's why the Black Elf is here. I'm here to be that representation. So before I get started, let me say this: like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe now. I know I'm saying things that are different to you, but just give me a second to explain where I'm going. Don't let your emotions cause you to click. A lot of you dudes come on my page because of the titles of the videos, and y'all expecting me to rag on women or talk bad about women, and when I don't, you click it off. I can see all that on the back end. You click it off, you get mad. Why? Hear out the point. What is wrong with you dudes? Hear the point, man. Yeah, see, that's the reason why this chick exists, because of men like that. Hear out what I'm trying to say. Hear it out, you know. Hit the bell icon to receive notification when I drop more videos, because I don't trigger the algorithm. If you don't hit the bell icon, you won't be notified when I drop videos. Let me get right into it. This chick, PRINCELLA, what's the first thing you notice about her? She's butchy. She's butchy. If you hear how she talks, she's butchy. And it's amazing that women are flocking to this chick, because all they're doing is being indoctrinated by the same subliminal, covert type of feminazi language that the third wave of feminism brought to black women through white lesbians. It's the same talking points, the same buzzwords: safety and violence of men and all this stuff. She's talking about all that. She got a video where she's talking about the only thing stopping men from going crazy and beating up on women and causing violence to women is the laws, the structure of laws that we live under. So the subliminal message to that is telling black women to keep voting for the Democratic Party, because that's the party that's supposed to be the savior for the rights of minority and the weak and all this stuff. That's the message that she's putting down. But the Democrat Party also is the savior of the Rainbow Coalition, right? They're also the savior of everything that's wrong with society in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying the other side is good. I'm not one of those type dudes. I don't vote, period. I don't vote, period. But I'm saying you have to see the agendas that's being pushed on the so-called political left. You got to see them. And when she used words like safety, is this not what they did with this whole Kojo virus thing, right? It was all about safety. These are the words that they use on that side because these are feminine buzzwords. When you start talking about fear and safety, these are feminine buzzwords. But the problem is, the reason why this chick was able to go there is because all of these red pill, black pill, manosphere type of brothers all sit around and wish for the day will come when something bad happens in society and everything breaks down and women are asked out and down, and then they need men to protect them physically. And see, I take offense to that, being a man, an alpha male, that will actually put myself in the line of fire in defense of my woman. I take offense to that, in defense of my mom, in defense of my aunts, my little sister. Yeah, my sister a grown woman, but if the system breaks down, my little sister becomes my responsibility, and you got to come through Kush to get to her. In fact, every woman behind me, you gonna catch hell before you touch one of them. So I take offense to that, being the kind of man that I am, because I've done several videos already explaining we don't want that day to ever come. A real alpha male do not wish for the day when he have to actually put his life on the line to defend a woman under his protection. We don't look for that day. We don't want that to ever happen because we don't know how that's going to turn out. I might not survive that. And right now, we do still live in a system of law, which means if something happened and I got to go hard, I might end up in prison. So I'm not wishing for that day just to force women to respect me as a man. Women gonna respect me as a man because I am a man. But see, you red pill dudes don't know how to be men. So y'all depend on the same system that this chick is telling women to support. Y'all depend on that same system to force women into servitude to you. And she's peeped out the game. And now she's online talking about you dudes, but she's saying it so she's talking about brothers like me also. I take offense to that. Because she's not talking about brothers like me. Excuse me. She's not talking about brothers like me. So I take offense to that. So I need to lay this groundwork down before I release the video of me breaking her down step by step. Because I'm going to dissect this chick. This chick is a fluky to me. It's too easy for me. But I'm an alpha male. I know the things she says is flawed. But when she's talking about the red pill men, the things she's saying are true. And that's what I have to differentiate right now. I have to separate first and foremost my type, the alphas, the young aspiring alphas, the alpha males that are coming up, the alphas and the betas. I have to separate us from the demographic that she's actually talking about. That's what I have to do first. And I'm telling you, I've mentioned this before. Let me get this ugly ass chick from behind my head. I mentioned this before. That every woman that I've known that has been seriously beat up by a man, seriously abused physically by a man, have been at the hands of a so-called good man. Every one of them. Every one of them. I mean, I've seen these sisters beat purple and blue by these dudes. You know, we got a lot of red bones, a lot of Creoles in New Orleans. So I'm not exaggerating. Beat purple and blue by these dudes. Stomped out. One brother studying to be a student minister in the Nation of Islam. I'm not gonna say what city I was in at the time, but I mean, mild-mannered dude. You know, I'm always close to them people. You know, I'm always. See, the pro-black community used to be my stomping ground. So I was everywhere I've been. I've always been closely tied to all the Hebrew Israelites, the Moors, the 5%ers. You know what I'm saying? All of them. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I ain't gonna say what city I was in because you're gonna know the mosque. But this brother's studying to be a student minister. He beats the crap out of his newlywed. They just got married, just got together, and he stomps this chick. And if you was to see the dude, he's so mild-mannered, soft, you stomp your feet at him, he gonna break out running, you know what I'm saying? But he beat the crap out of that chick. Beat her up badly, you know? In fact, I have another woman that's dear to me, that's real close to me, so I'm not gonna give no indications of my relationship to her or who she is. but she lost a child to domestic violence to a pro-black brother. Dreadlocks in the whole nine, you know, go from the Hebrew Israelites to the Muslims, one of them type dudes, and I mean, his domestic violence went so far as he took the life of an innocent little child. Now, as an alpha male, if I was to ever do something like that, they wouldn't have to have no court hearing, no trial, no nothing. I'm gonna walk into the chamber, the death penalty chamber. I'm gonna strap myself in whatever gadget they got, and I'm gonna administer the doses or pull a switch for the electric chair myself, man, because I wouldn't want to live if I took the life of an innocent child. To me, I forfeit the right to breathe if I do something like that, because I am an alpha. So when these dudes or these women talk about the violence of men, how men need to be held in check by law, no, law was created by men like me. Law was established by alphas. There's a movie, I can't think of the movie that it was. There's a part in the scene where this chick is running like she's like a street girl, and someone asks her, you know, is she not afraid to be out there like that, whatever, right? I can't remember the content, right? The exact verbiage. But anyway, what she said was, no, I'm not worried because all I do is attach myself to the strongest man. Strong men don't beat women. They protect them. This is what she said. Alphas do not beat on anyone that we see as inferior to us physically. That is not what we do. Alphas don't take advantage of the weak, of the helpless. So laws were established by men like me. Laws were established, the laws that protect and defend were established by alphas. Charlie males, sub-beta males, right? That's the Charlies or Gammas on down to the Epsilon. The sub-beta male, and Sigma is the 18th letter. I don't know why they won't be Sigma males. The sub-beta male who is in control of everything. He is the one that needs to bend the laws to benefit him because he don't feel he can compete with the alpha in a natural setting. So he needs to rig society because he has no natural advantages in dealing with women or men. I hope I ain't going too fast. I hope I'm not going too fast because this is preaching here. This is teaching. This is teaching. Because see, let me show you something. Let me come to her page. And you know, this chick Princella, I'm not knocking her. She has a very nice page. Look at her page. Her page is very well done. I mean, she talks her talk. But look at the things. Game is dead. No more red pill pimping or manosphere. Should women keep their mouths closed? Look, the endless cycle of dysfunction when listening to males. Married women are miserable. You know what I'm saying? Sexual selection. The male of the human species. Is he needed? This is the exact same feminazi talking points, my brothers. And she wouldn't exist if not for the red pill. Because that's who she's talking about. Everything she's talking about is based upon the things that these dudes say and believe. The things that they do, the way that they are. She ain't basing none of that off of men like me. And I'm going to prove it in my breakdown video that's coming next. The video is already done. I'm chopping it up now. I'm going to release it. But I wanted to come on here first and lay some groundwork about this chick that call herself the queen maker when she's obviously a butch. How can she make a queen when she's not a queen herself? Fake hair, ugly face, butchy body, butchy vibes. Yeah, on her promo video, she puts on some heels and try to look all fine and whatever. But that don't stop what she is. You can put lipstick on a pig, but guess what? It's still a pig. And that's why that saying is there. Because you could put heels on this butch. She's still a butch. She's a butchy chick. So she can peep out a lot of stuff these dudes do because she's familiar with all this pimp type talk. Because she's in direct competition with men. She knows what to say because her job is to pull women away from men. That is the goal of the feminazi talking points. What I mean by feminazi, I don't know if y'all aware of this, but this is what the old, before there was a manosphere, before there was a red pill and all this stuff, before there was MGTOW, They had these brothers that used to be on Old Black Planet. You know what I'm saying? Sergeant Willie Pete, I think he was one of them, you know what I'm saying? Because they got the same name, same symbol. So I believe he was one of them. That brother that BGS Ibmore be arguing with, talking about, you know, he's not part of Manosphere 1.0. No, that brother is. If he was there with Willie Pete, he remember the days before there was a red pill and Manosphere and all that stuff. They used to call the black women that was preaching this sort of mesh, this amalgamation, if you will, of feminism and lesbianism. They used to call them feminazis. That's what they call them. And that's what this is. This is the same feminazi type talking points. That's all this chick is doing. She is saying the same thing. Stay away from men, which means what? Going to the arms of women. Protect yourself from men in a legal system, which means keep voting Democrat. Because Democrat Party is the rainbow friendly social political party of America. See, you gotta peep game. You gotta peep out what she's doing. She is slowly trying to indoctrinate black women to become lesbos. That's all she's doing. Man-hating lesbos. What kind of question is sexual selection is the man needed? Of course the man needed, dumb girl. There is no sexual selection without men. And she got Darwin up there and stuff. I mean, this is craziness. What kind of question is that? I eats her up though on the breakdown I do. I mean, look, it's too easy for me. But the first thing I had to do is separate me and my kind from the dudes that she's really talking about, because what she's saying about them is true. I've heard you dudes say, or read, shall I say, heard and read. Y'all wish that some kind of breakdown in society would happen. Some type of social calamity would occur where women would be forced to have to come to the aid, to have to come to the side of men, have to kneel down to men, you know what I'm saying? But most of you soft ass dudes ain't prepared for that type of drama, man. Y'all ain't ready for no road warrior type of living. Y'all ain't ready for no Book of Eli type of living. I don't know why y'all around here talking that craziness. Y'all can't survive that stuff, man. So why y'all even want to wish for that just to get a woman? Don't do that, bruh. Be careful what you wish for. Because me and my girl and the women in my family, they gonna be okay. Because my mom will tell you about me. My mom knew. My mom told people a long time ago, you don't want my son to come. You know what I'm saying? And she wasn't talking about my big brother. My big brother ain't soft enough, but he just ain't me. She was like, you don't want me to call my son. I call him, you cancel Christmas. Because when he come, he coming. And don't let none of his friends be around when he get the call. Because now you got more problems. So no, y'all ain't ready for that, bro. So I don't know why y'all keep talking about the man role of providing and protecting. Y'all don't want to ever have to fulfill your duty of protector. That's a duty you want to never have to fulfill as a man. And an alpha man will understand that. A beta male would understand that. But a sub beta, he wouldn't. So the first thing I wanted to do is establish that she is talking about them. She's not talking about black men in general. She's not talking about Pookie and Ray Ray either, but they don't even count. They're a very small demographic. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why we blame them for everything when they make up probably 1.52% of our population. Yeah, you got a lot of people in the inner cities, but you know, they still make up a very small percent of the actual population of black men in general, or black people in general. You know, very small population. But the red pill group, they're a little larger, but they're small population. They're probably 20%. They're probably 20%. So you take, let's get a Pook and Ray Ray 5, and let's get them 20, that's 25%. That means 75% of black men have no representation. I'm going to say that again. That means 75% of black men have no representation. And that's why I am here. Because I'm not going to let chicks like this ugly ass butch chick shit all over black men. Nah, bro. I got y'all back, bro. Don't worry about the fake ass red pill dudes. They can't do it. I got y'all back because I'm not about to play these sim games with them. See, I'm not about to debate this stuff from her perspective. All this craziness about the violence of men and everything. Do y'all not realize that if women were stronger than us, we'd catch hell? See, I'm telling you, bro, these women often what they do is they understand the way they think. They know how they think. If they were the superior species, men will be getting beat on all over the streets all day. They will be stomping us. It wouldn't be safe for us if they were the stronger species. They would be just like insects. You know how the insects, the female kills the male and eat him after he impregnates her or fertilize the eggs or whatever the hell they do? She kill him. That's what they will do us. They will wait till we get them pregnant and slaughter us. So no, don't be fooled by females, bro. They understand that their nature is impulsive and they're easily agitated. They're very, very violent, especially these black women. Very, very, very violent. The only thing stop them is that they can't win. That's why you as a man got to learn how to pick women of different types. Not races, types. You got to pick women by type. You don't want a butchy type, a woman with any type of alpha type energy. You know, I know it's not real alpha, but that's not the point. You don't want a woman like this with that kind of energy. How's she gonna be a queen maker and she's a king herself? Huh? Well, at least she want to be a king. She's really just a clown. What is they call them things? with the hats on, the little clowns for the kings and queens. I can't think of the name right now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the name. I'm having a brain freeze. But that's all she is. She's a clown. You know what I'm saying? She's something that's not even identifiable. Because she's claiming to be one thing, but she presents herself as being something else. But I need to come on here first and foremost and make it clear that we're not going to let this chick talk bad about us like that, Brian. We're not going to do this with her, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to let her get away with dumping all over us like she do. This chick is not a queen maker. She's a lesbo maker. And I need y'all to understand that, man. So my brothers, the video is coming where I break it down, you know what I'm saying? You're going to enjoy that. But I just need to make it clear that, look, I'm not defending Red Pill and I'm not defending Manosphere. I'm not defending MGTOW, none of that stuff. I'm defending black men. I want to make that clear. I'm trying to teach y'all how to be alphas. So I'm here in defense of black men. But I'm not against women. I want all the sisters to know this is that chick's doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going after her and her kind only. This doesn't apply to black women in general. What I'm going to say in that video is not about black women in general. It's about her and her kind, these feminazis. So on that note, I'm out of here. I'm Brother Kush, aka the Black Alpha. Salam.